organisations that make payments of US-sourced income, collect tax documentation, file tax information in tax returns, and deposit taxes withheld for federal and state purposes should have an up-to-date process and procedures manual on file. After all, this is the first thing the IRS is going to ask for in the event of an audit. On a more global level, with the advent of the Foreign Accounts Tax Compliance Act and the Common Reporting Standard, tax authorities in other jurisdictions have been passing new regulations and publishing guidance that requires documented processes and procedures for compliance with these regimes. All organisations who are subject to information reporting requirements under Chapters 61, 3, 4 and the Common Reporting Standards are required to have documented processes and procedures related to their compliance with these regimes. So, what does a process and procedures manual entail? At a very basic level, a process and procedures manual outlines the steps to be taken, including people and systems needed to complete a task, using process maps and flows to document compliance with information reporting and withholding requirements. This can include things like identification of your payees, collection and validation of IRS Forms W-8, W-9 and self-certifications where applicable, process for identifying characterization of income, sourcing and associated withholding rates, steps to deposit amounts withheld, processes for undertaking 1099 and 1042S reporting. Documented processes and procedures are a direct reflection on how you conduct your business. These manuals must be reviewed on a regular basis, often annually, and must address any new regulatory changes that could impact your current processes. For example, it's important to ensure that the person reviewing the IRS Forms W-8 and W-9 have the knowledge and training to do so. This means that they must stay up to date on the latest IRS forms and any changes. Else you run into the risk of having invalid documentation on file, which can lead to incorrectly withholding and reporting, resulting in penalties and interest. There are plenty of ways to begin documenting your processes and procedures, but the most helpful is to draft them alongside the guidance provided by the IRS or other tax authorities. The IRS has published the Internal Revenue Manuals, or IRMs, to outline audit processes and the compliance expectations of the processes or procedures to be audited. For more tips and helpful videos, head on over to Comply Pro, our premium subscription service, or visit www.complyexchange.com to see how we can help you with your information reporting and withholding needs.